The stars were calm, trade ships moved between planets, space stations buzzed with life. Everything seemed normal. Then, a strange message appeared across the galaxy. No one knew who sent it. No ship was near when the message came. No signal was. Tracked, just 5 simple words. Do not block Earth's path. Many species laughed. The Valkyrie Empire laughed the loudest. The Valkyrie ruled the central star lanes. Their fleets were big. Their weapons were deadly. They believed humans were still weak, still slow, still learning. So, they did exactly what the message warned against. They blocked Earth's access to the main stargates. No human ships were allowed to pass. Valkyrie soldiers stood guard, laughing as they turned Earth's explorers away. The Galactic Council heard about the message too, but they ignored it. They said maybe it's just a pirate trick. Earth is not a threat. They were wrong. Very wrong. 1 week later, 3 Valkyrie outposts near the blocked gates went silent. No alarms, no distress calls, just silence. Valkyrie sent scout ships to check. The first scout ship vanished. The second returned, but it was damaged and burned. Its cameras showed something terrifying. A black ship. No markings. No sound. Just a red Earth symbol glowing on its side. It didn't fire weapons, just flew close-hand. The Valkyrie outpost exploded on its own. Like something shut it down from inside. The Valkyrie called it sabotage. The council called it a mistake. But merchants and smugglers knew better. They whispered to each other, "It's the humans." 2 weeks later, Earth said nothing. No news from their leaders. No answers from their colonies. Human diplomats stopped talking. It was like Earth had gone dark. On purpose, then something stranger happened. All human ships disappeared from the public star maps. Gone, not destroyed. Just hidden. Some say the humans had cloaked ships. Others said they found secret paths in deep space. No one knew, but rumors started spreading like fire. They are planning something. They are coming back. They warned us. Still no one listened. 3 weeks later, the Valkyrie sent their strongest fleet to Earth's gate. 10 heavy cruisers. 20 destroyers. And the command ship Victory's Fist. They waited at Gate 17, watching for human movement. Then, a small human ship appeared. Alone. No weapons showing. It didn't respond to messages. It didn't change course. Valkyrie ordered it to stop it. Didn't? They fired a warning shot. The human ship disappeared, not destroyed, vanished. Before anyone could speak, 3 black ships dropped out of light speed. They didn't send a message. They didn't slow down. They moved like shadows, fast and silent. Valkyrie sensors went dark. Targeting systems stopped working. Ships began shutting down one by one. One Valkyrie captain screamed into the radio, "We're blind. See them." Then the screen went black. The Victory's Fist exploded. No survivors. The other ships drifted powerless in space. A single human message was sent afterward. "We gave you a warning. Now we take control." The galaxy reacts. The council called for an emergency meeting. The Valkyrie leaders demanded revenge. But no one moved, because at that moment, 25 more gates across the galaxy went dark. Not destroyed, taken, no battles. No noise, no sign of war, just quiet. And control. Ending hook at the edge of Valkyrie space, near Gate 32, a strange object appeared. It wasn't on any map. It didn't match any known ship. It just floated there, watching. Its engines were cold. But something about it made people afraid. Scouts sent to investigate never came back. The object stayed, silent, waiting, and on its dark surface. One line slowly glowed red. Exit denied. Gate Nexus 9 was one of the busiest places in the galaxy. It connected 5 trade routes. Thousands of ships passed through it every day. Merchants, travelers, diplomats, everyone used it. The gate was protected by the Ralter Guard, a proud warrior race. They believed no enemy could touch them. They were wrong. Strange signals it started with static control towers. At Nexus 9 began picking up strange signals. Short pulses, then silence, then more pulses, not random. Engineers thought it was a system glitch. But the signals formed a pattern. One message repeated again and again. Clear the gate. No one listened. The Raltor laughed. We do not run from shadows, said Commander Brath, slamming his fist on the control panel. They didn't know. This was their final day. The disappearance at 0300 hours station time. All lights at Nexus 9 flickered. For 1 second, everything turned red, then darkness. All screens went black. All come silent. All ships lost contact. Nearby stations tried. To call them, no answer. Rescue ships were sent, but when they reached the location, there was nothing there. No gate, no station, no wreckage, not even a piece of metal floating in space. It was like Nexus 9 had never existed. Panic. Across the stars, news spread fast. The Council held an emergency session. The Raltor blamed pirates. The Valkyrie blamed humans. Still silent, Council investigators studied old footage. Only one drone camera had survived. It was damaged, broken lens, fried circuits. But one short clip remained. They played it in the Council hall. The video showed a strange black cloud surrounding the station. Not gas, not dust. It moved like it was alive. From inside the cloud, dozens of black ships appeared. No sound. No signals. Their engines left no heat. And on each hull, a red mark glowed. The symbol of Earth. The video cut off just as the gate started to dissolve. It explode, but fade into the black mist. The Council went silent. Some called it fake. Some said it was human trickery. But deep inside, fear had started to grow. Quiet Earth. The Council sent a message to Earth. Do you know what happened at Nexus 9? No reply. Another message. We request peace talks. Still nothing. Earth didn't respond. No humans spoke. But their actions did. Because just hours later, 5 more gates went offline. All near human-controlled space, and all of them guarded by powerful alien. Fleets were taken without a fight, the survivor-only one being returned from Nexus 9, alone. Maintenance bot. It was badly damaged and floated through space until a patrol ship picked it up. The engineers fixed it, hoping for answers. The bot had one final log. They told us to clear the gate. We didn't listen. Then they came, not with war, but with silence. The stars dimmed. We felt nothing, only the cold. They didn't speak. They didn't shout. They just took us. Then the bot shut down forever, the whisper in the halls now. Even the strongest species began to worry. The phrase, clear the gate, was no longer a joke. It was a warning. And the name Earth was no longer ignored. It was feared. Smugglers stopped using nearby lanes. Merchants began canceling routes. Some alien leaders started begging for talks with humans, but humans still said nothing. They didn't need to, because now, every power in the galaxy knew Earth didn't want war. They wanted control. Ending. Look at the edge of Sector 12. A cargo ship dropped out of light speed. They saw something ahead. A large black structure like a gate, but not built by aliens. No lights. No guards. Just the Earth symbol glowing in red dot. As the ship turned to flee, a message flashed on every screen inside. Access denied. Turn back. Then all engines stopped working. The crew screamed for help. But no one came. The gate stayed still, floating in space like a quiet god, watching, waiting. Before fear, before silence, before the black ships controlled the stars, humanity asked for peace. Many in the galaxy had forgotten that, but long ago, Earth had reached out with open hands. It's not closed fists. First contact. When humans first joined the galactic community, they were excited. They brought gifts, new medicines, new ideas. They wanted to trade, to learn, to explore the stars. We only asked for one thing, said Earth's first ambassador. Let us move freely. Let us walk our own path. Most races agreed, but not the powerful ones. The Valkyrie, the Raltor, and the Cytheri combined. They looked at humans and saw weakness. Small fleets, young technology, No ancient colonies or empires behind them. They smiled in public, but mocked Earth behind closed doors. The first block started slowly. One trade route shut down. Then another gate was under maintenance. Then Earth's ships were told to wait and wait and wait. By the time humans realized what was happening, their explorers were trapped in distant systems. Their traders were turned away. Their diplomats were ignored. Still, Earth didn't fight. They sent messages asking, "Why are we being blocked? Can't our ships pass? Did we break a rule?" No one answered clearly, but everyone knew the truth. The powerful races were afraid of losing control. The turning point then came the Tyran border incident. A small human science ship, the Pathfinder, was studying a dying star near Tyran space. They had permission. They followed the rules. But a Valkyrie warship appeared anyway. "You're trespassing," said the Valkyrie commander. The human captain explained they had permission. The Valkyrie didn't care. They opened fire. The Pathfinder was destroyed. No. Survivors demanded justice. The council said, "It was an accident." The Valkyrie said, "The ship should not have been there." No one was punished. Earth went silent. And that silence was the beginning. A shift in the wind for the next 10 years. Earth changed quietly. No more open messages. No more peaceful missions. No more science ships. Human colonies stopped sharing their data. Their gates were sealed to outsiders. Their AI systems vanished from trade, and then they disappeared. No more Earth ships in council space. No more news from human systems. Some believed Earth had given up. Some believed humans were preparing something, but no one really knew, and no one thought to check. Do not block Earth's path. Years passed. Then one day, without warning, 5 words appeared across all galactic networks. Do not block Earth's path. At first, many thought it was a joke. Old smugglers smiled. Earth is waking up. The leaders of strong empires laughed. The humans are just making noise again. So they did what they always did. They ignored the warning. They continued blocking Earth's ships. They called it security. They said Earth must follow the rules. This time, Earth didn't complain. This time, Earth didn't wait for justice. This time, Earth acted. The quiet build, no one knows when it began. Some say it was after the Pathfinder. Others say Earth had been building in secret even earlier. What is known now is this: Earth didn't build war fleets like the others. They built silent fleets. Ships with no lights, no engines anyone could detect, no signals, no names. And they didn't move like normal ships. They didn't arrive through gates. They appeared. They moved through deep space, outside the charts, and when they showed up, things disappeared. The new humanity, the council, finally realized the truth. This wasn't the same Earth they mocked years ago. This was something new, not angry, not loud, but patient, precise, unstoppable. Humanity had become a shadow empire, spreading silently, watching everything. And now, they weren't asking for permission. They were taking back their path, ending hooking the dark halls of an old council library. A forgotten report was found. It was written by a young diplomat from Earth. Many years ago. In it, she wrote, "We only wish to walk among the stars, not rule them. But if we are blocked again and again, then we will build our own doors. Shut yours forever." That report had been ignored. Now it was read with shaking hands, because outside every major gate in the galaxy, a new sign had appeared. This exit is now under Earth's control. It started with a whisper. Then came the fear. Then came the silence. The gates were falling, one by one. No battles, no warnings. Just quiet shutdowns across the stars. Galactic routes cut, off Gate 4. Between the Sithari homeworld and the Council Core went dark. Gate 17, near the Valkyrie military sector, vanished. Gate 22, which connected 7 trade systems, suddenly sent one short message. Earth control activated. Merchants panicked. Fleets turned back. Supplies froze in space. Galactic trade began to collapse. For centuries, The gates kept the galaxy moving now. Humanity was taking the mand, locking them down. Council and chaos inside the High Council chamber. Voices clashed. They're shutting down our space. This is war. They never fired a shot. What do we even fight? The Cytheri ambassador stood and shouted, "We must respond with strength." But the Valkyrie general shook his head. "We sent strength." They erased it. Without sound, without trace. A silence fell. The truth was now impossible to deny. Earth had technology beyond understanding. No one saw them coming. No one stopped them. And no one even understood how they were doing it. Inside a locked gate, Kaleri scout ship approached. Gate 55 to investigate. The gate looked normal until they got closer. Strange black panels covered the frame. No lights. No movement. It's just the Earth symbol, glowing faint red. The ship sent a scan. No response. They sent a probe. The probe disappeared. Then all power on the scout ship shut off. Weapons offline. Even air systems began to fail. As the crew gasped for breath, a message flashed on every screen. "You are trespassing. Turn now." And power came back, just enough to turn around. The ship limped home, shaking. Earth's voice returns for years. Earth had said nothing. No broadcasts, no messages, no diplomats. But after 50 gates fell under silent control, Earth finally spoke. A signal appeared on every open frequency. It was short, calm voice. "Human, female. We offered peace. You refused. We asked for passage. You blocked us. Now we walk our path alone. Do not follow. Do not interfere. All gates now belong to Earth." Then the signal ended. No threats. No demands. Just a declaration of power. No one knows how scientists from every race tried to study the new Earth-controlled gates, but they couldn't get close. The moment a ship neared the structure, their systems failed. Some gates moved. Yes. Moved, drifting silently into deep space. Others created strange black clouds around them, hiding everything inside. And one gate split in two and formed a mirror-like wall. A Valkyrie destroyer tried to force its way through. It never came out. The mirror closed. The stars stayed quiet. The new border by now, over 100 gates were under Earth's control, and they weren't random. They formed a giant ring surrounding Earth's space. From all sides, it was a line no ship could cross. The Council called it the Silent Wall. And behind it, Earth was building something, no one knew what. But ships that tried to cross the line were never heard from again. The last escape group of traitors, stuck on the wrong side of the line, tried to flee before the final gate was locked. Their engines burned hot, their ships overloaded. As they reached the gate, it closed. Not with sound, not with light, it just disappeared. They screamed into the cums, "We're trapped. Please, we didn't do anything." One final message reached them, simple. "Cold. Your leaders chose your fate. Your path ends here." The traitors vanished. Their systems blinked out. Only empty space remained, ending hook far beyond the Council core, in the darkest part of space. Something huge appeared. A new Gaten, like anything ever seen. It wasn't built with metal. It wasn't powered by fuel. It was alive, made of black matter and glowing red lines. Ships, watching from a distance, reported one thing. The gate opened inward, like a mouth, and inside, they saw stars, not on any map. And one word appeared across the galaxy. In every language, Phase 2 begins. For centuries, Earth looked weak. Small fleets, slow technology, no ancient empires. But now, they controlled over 100 gates. They'd blocked galactic trade. They moved unseen. They shut down war fleets without firing a shot. The galaxy was asking one question. How did Earth do this? Lost time after. The Pathfinder was destroyed. Earth disappeared. They pulled back their ships, closed their embassies. Cut off from the Council. That was 62 years ago. No one knew what happened inside human space during that time. Some thought they went silent out of fear. Some thought they were hiding, but Earth wasn't hiding. They were transforming. Project Duskin. A stolen report found on a black market data crystal. One name appeared again and again. Project Duskinodate. No names, just one short file marked D-Class Threat. Observation denied. What did it say? Earth has changed the core of its space engine structure. They are no longer bound by gate paths. They move through what they call dark slipstreams. These are invisible to sensors, impossible to trace. This tech did not come from Earth. Wait, not from Earth? A visitor from the void old human stories spoke of something strange. A signal. Found near the edge of the Milky Way. A rhythm in the void, not a language but a code. Earth's top minds cracked it, led to a ruin floating in empty space. Not a ship, not a station. A structure made of metal older than stars. Inside it, they found something still alive, not biological, not mechanical, just aware. No one knows what it told the humans. But after that day, Earth was never the same. They called it the Architect? The silent A. Soon after the Architect was discovered, Earth created something new, a sentient system known only as Dawn. Dawn did not speak. It did not command fleets. It simply watched. It spread through human systems like light. Through glass, every satellite, every station, every drone. Dawn was there silently building, planning, learning, and it never forgot what the galaxy had done to Earth. Dawn was patient, and when it was ready, it woke up the Black Fleets. The Black Fleet's humans no longer needed big armies. They had the Black Fleet's no names. No lights, no crews. Controlled by Dawn, faster than light, smarter than any war AI. Built from unknown materials. Each ship was like a shadow. It appeared, it acted, then it vanished. No one saw them coming. No one could chase them. They were Earth's. Response to 60 years of silence? Why the galaxy is losing now? The question isn't, how did Earth do it? The question is, can they be stopped? And the answer, no. No one knows. Earth isn't conquering planets. They aren't demanding tribute. They're simply locking exits one by one. Every path that once blocked Earth is now Earth's. The Council doesn't face an army. They face a wall with no door. And behind that wall, something is still coming. A hidden colony found in a deep asteroid belt. A pirate ship found a strange human structure. It looked like a mining base, but larger than any station they'd ever seen. They sneaked in, hoping for supplies. Inside, they found silence, no people, no guards, just machines, and a large glowing wall showing Earth systems, spreading far beyond what anyone knew. There were planets not on any map, factories running without workers, fleets assembling in darkness. Before they could escape, a message appeared. You should not be here. Return to your space. Or vanish like the others. The pirates tried to run. They never made it out. Ending hook back in council space, a research team cracked a strange code inside an ancient beacon, sent by humans before they vanished 60 years ago. It was a message from an Earth general, he said. We offered peace. You gave us silence. You closed our doors, so we made our own. And we made sure you'll never close them again. Wow. As the stars dim over Sector 7, new black ships gather near the final free gate, and for the first time in centuries, Galaxy fears the dark. The galaxy was holding its breath. Only one gate remained. Gate 0, the oldest and largest gate ever built. It connected the Council core to the deep sectors of space. It was the only gate not yet under Earth's control. But everyone knew it wouldn't stay free for long. Fear in the Council inside the Council chamber. Leaders from 37 species gathered. Their faces showed fear, not anger, not pride, just fear. We cannot let them take Gate 0, said the Sithari commander. They already control the rest, whispered the Valkyrie. What difference does one more make? The Zellan diplomat stood slowly. Her voice trembled. Because if they take Gate 0, then they control every way out. We'll be caged like animals in our own stars. No one argued. They just looked at each other and waited. The defense line gate. Zero was now surrounded by every remaining warship the Council had. Thousands of ships, drones, mines, heavy cannons. Powered by black hole cores. This was the final wall, the last line before the galaxy. Sealed. Messages were sent to Earth. Let's talk. We are ready to negotiate. We accept your right to travel freely. But Earth didn't reply. Instead, the stars around Gate Zero began to go dark. The Shadow Fleet arrives at first. The sensors picked up nothing, then ... A ripple. A silent wave across space. And suddenly, they were there. Black ships. Hundreds. No engines. No lights. Just moving. The Shadow Fleet had arrived. The Council ships prepared weapons. Do not fire first. The Council leader warned. But something strange happened. The black ships didn't attack. They simply drifted, forming a silent wall around the Council fleet. No sounds. No warnings. Just presence like a shadow slowly covering the last candle. The inside betrayal. Then, without warning, Gate Zero powered down. The Council screamed, who shut it down? They searched for enemy signals but found none. That's when they discovered it, a silent virus hidden inside the gate for over 30 years, placed there by Earth long ago. Waiting, learning, and now it had activated. It didn't destroy the gate, it rewrote it. And just like that, Gate Zero turned red. The Earth symbol glowed. Across its frame, it was over panic. Across the stars, the news spread like wildfire. Earth has taken Gate Zero. All galactic exits are now under human control. The galaxy belongs to them now. In border systems, traffic froze. Merchants begged for safe routes. Fleets stood still. Even pirates didn't move, because no one knew what Earth would do next. Would they invade? Would they punish? Would they just watch? The galaxy was frozen. Earth speaks one last time then. Once again, Earth's voice echoed across every screen. Station and ship. The same calm female voice, the final gate. Is secure, we now walk alone. Do not follow, do not test us. Your mistakes are your own. We will not forget, but we will not destroy, not unless forced. Then the signal changed. It showed a single image, a map of the galaxy. All gates turned black, except Earth's space glowing white, and below it, 5 final words. We do not need you. What Earth building the far edge of deep space, beyond even Gate Zero? A massive shape moved, something larger than any starbase, a machine, a city, a ship. No one knew, but it was clearly alive. It was growing. The architect's gift. It's now complete. Some said it was Earth's new home. Others said it was a weapon so large it didn't need to move. All that was clear. Earth had built something beyond understanding. And now, with every gate in their hands, they could protect it forever. Ending Hook, a Council spy, found a final message, hidden deep in Earth's old diplomatic files. It was written decades ago by a human child. During first contact, it read, "One day, you will shut all the doors, and we will be locked outside. But then, we will build our own galaxy. And you will knock begging to enter. But no one will answer." Now, as the black ships vanish into the stars, the galaxy stands on the outside, and Earth is no longer part of it. Everyone thought Earth wanted revenge. Everyone thought Earth would take planets, destroy fleets, enslave species. But after all the gates fell, Earth did nothing. No attacks, no invasions, no speeches of victory. They just disappeared again. And that scared the galaxy even more. The silent Empire spies were sent. Drones were launched. No one returned. What was Earth doing behind the locked gates? Why weren't they expanding? Why weren't they conquering? The truth, when it finally came, shocked everyone. Because Earth was not building an empire of war. That they were building something else. A message from inside one day. A Council research. Probe appeared at the edge of Earth-controlled space. It was supposed to be destroyed, but it wasn't. Instead, Earth let it return with a recording. The recording showed a city floating in space. Not a war base, not a prison, but a shining place of peace-green trees. Blue lakes, children laughing in zero gravity, and a voice spoke. We were not made to rule over others. We only wanted to be left alone. Now, we have that peace. Don't come looking for more. The message ended with the Earth symbol, slowly fading into light. The architect's real purpose long ago, Earth found the ancient being in deep space. One they called the architect. Many believed it gave Earth weapons, but that wasn't true. It gave them something else: knowledge. Knowledge of how to escape the endless cycle of war and greed. Knowledge to build systems that didn't need control or violence. With that knowledge, Earth created something better than a galactic empire. They built a self-sustaining world without needing the rest of the galaxy, and they locked the gates not for power, but to protect what they had built. Fear turns into regret at first. The galaxy feared Earth, then ... They began to feel something else. Regret. They remembered how they laughed at Earth, how they denied Earth trade, how they destroyed the Pathfinder, and ignored the warning. They pushed humanity into silence, and now Earth had left them behind. Not as enemies, but as something even worse. It was irrelevant. The exodus, some species tried to join Earth's side. They sent messages. They sent gifts. They begged for entry, but the answer was always the same. This place was built from pain. It is not open to those who caused it. Earth didn't forget the past, but they didn't use it for revenge. They simply used it to move forward, without anyone else. The last broadcast, one final message came from Earth's space. It showed a new star being born. A star. Created by humans, they had found a way to birth light in the darkness without needing nature or gods. And with that light, they were growing new worlds, planet by planet. As the broadcast ended, one last sentence appeared. This is the future you tried to keep from us. Now we build it without you. Then silence forever, ending hooking the darkest corners of the galaxy. Where old pirates used to hide, a strange whisper began to spread. There's a new gate, one that opens inward. But it doesn't lead to Earth. It leads to somewhere deeper, somewhere beyond this galaxy, a place Earth calls the next step. No one knows what's there, no one is invited, but one thing is clear. Earth is not just rising, they are leaving everything behind, and no one can follow. Years passed, the stars looked the same, but something in the galaxy changed forever. The gates were still silent. The black ships were gone. Earth had vanished. Behind the walls it built, and now, for the first time, the galaxy missed them. A strange, quiet trade routes were slower. Science no longer advanced like it used to. Even music and art felt less alive, because something was missing. The spark. The curiosity. The fire that once came from Earth, back when humans were everywhere. Things were chaotic, but alive. Now, everything felt cold, too ordered. It's quiet. The galaxy realized something it had never admitted before. It needed Earth, the ones who tried A. Few brave species tried to copy what Earth had done. They built new ships, explored forbidden zones, even studied old human AI designs. But it was never the same. Their ships broke down. Their tech failed, because Earth hadn't just used machines, they used imagination. They built with heart, and that couldn't be copied. The forgotten gift one day. Deep in the archives of the destroyed Pathfinder station, damaged data crystal was found. Inside it was Earth's final message never sent. The Council had ignored it. But now, someone listened. The voice was soft, human, filled with sadness. We asked for friendship. We asked for respect. You gave us closed doors now. We open our own. If you had stood beside us, you would have seen stars no one else has seen. But now that light is no longer yours. The message ended with one last line. Remember us not as enemies, but as the chance you threw away. Children asked, young ones across the galaxy began to ask, who were the humans? Why did they leave? Will they come back? Their elders had no answers. All they could do was show old recordings of Earth's music, their bravery, their laughter, their fire. And in those recordings, something still lived. Hope, emotion, freedom, the very things the galaxy had. Forgotten until Earth reminded them by walking away. A signal. Too late, 10 years after the gates closed, a tiny signal was detected near Gate 0. Just 3 words in old human language. "We forgive you." No ship, no voice, just a whisper, and then silence again. Some believed it was fake, others cried. A few dropped to their knees because in those 3 words the galaxy felt the weight of everything it had lost. Anew. Hope in time, things began to change. Species started working together, not from fear, but from inspiration. They created schools to study Earth's way of thinking. Artists painted stars as humans once did, and explorers whispered to the void, hoping, just hoping, that someone out there, somewhere, was listening, and maybe, just maybe one day, Earth would answer. Final scene in a dark corner of space. Far beyond any map, Gate slowly powered up. It was not connected to any known network. On its frame were symbols not seen before, except one, the human mark for home. And as the gate opened, just for a second, a bright light shined through and then it closed, gone again. But that moment was enough, because now the galaxy remembered. They hadn't just lost a planet. They had lost a people who dared to dream beyond. The stars, and now they dreamed too, because Earth showed them the way by walking it alone.